So T to open the doors. Yeah, so I did not make this scenario. It's on Alan Thompson's sim. So if you go to ATS, so if you go to Alan Thompson sim, and you search Gatwick, it's one of the Gatwick Express scenario packs. You have to be a subscriber to get it. So we're taking this trio of 387s from Brighton to London Victoria. Calling at Brighton, Essex, Gatwick Airport and London Victoria. So to Brighton at 8:57, Essex at 9:07, Gatwick Airport at 9:24 and London Victoria at 9:56. So into the cab, set this to 12. Reset the AWS, put the speed set to 90, I guess. Actually, I don't think we need the speed set. Because we're pro like that. So just wait for departure. So the original scenario had like a 313 over there, but because I don't have the 313, I just switch it out with a 377. So we have 387-221, 387-204, and 387-223, all in the Gatwick Express livery. Just waiting to leave. Hi Ryan Hutchins, how are you this evening? Just taking this 387 trio to London. I mean, I haven't drawn this scenario before, so this will be a first look for me as well, so I don't know what's going to happen other than going into London. So departing Brighton, the speed limit is 25 miles an hour, and we have about 7 miles to Essex. For some reason with the AP scenario pack, the AP sound pack, I can't use the wipers. Don't know why. I also live near Mitcham Eastfield, which serves to from Victoria, St Albans, Luton, and warning beat services that don't call at Balham and go fast right to Clapham. So line to the right is the East Coastway route towards Lewes. On the left is Brighton Lovers Walk depot. There's a 387 from Victoria to Brighton. No, 377 from Victoria. It's been a long day making scenarios. So we can do accelerate up to 40, then up to 75. So accelerate to 40. They don't call it G. Yeah, I don't know what that is. 75. Yeah, hopefully AP will release the 375, 377 enhancements soon so we can drive the hell out of them. Because I am really looking forward to the AP 375, 377 EP. I wonder how much it will cost. Hopefully it's not a lot. So we can now accelerate to 75 miles an hour. So the line for the left joins from Hove and Portsmouth. So then that's the West Coastway, because it goes west. So we are now approaching Preston Park Station. Yeah, fast trains to London that don't stop in places. Yeah, to me London is just a giant mess of different lines because there's a line going that way, a line going that way, a line going between these two parts. Yeah, the north is much more organised and not as messy. So try and maintain a speed at 75. Yeah, sorry for the lag spikes. I don't know what that is. Maybe because maybe I should turn down some graphic settings, but it should be fine. And then the Gatwick Express from Victoria. So this scenario is set, I think it's last year, so pre-lockdown. So we should see lots and lots of trains. And hopefully the sim won't crash. Are all the Gatwick Express trains from the 12 coaches? Or some from the 4, some from the 8? Because is 12 coaches really necessary for a train from Victoria to Gatwick? I mean, like, there are other trains between Victoria and Gatwick. And the Gatwick Express takes exactly the same route as the southern trains. Seems like it's useful to me because to get to the other side of London and towards Sheffield. We can also get towards Finsbury Park and then the East Coast Main Line towards Newcastle and Edinburgh. So our speed limit is now 90. Yeah, didn't Cross Country used to run a train between, I think it was Brighton and Birmingham? So it would leave Brighton, go up the Brighton main line as far as Clapham, go across the West London line through Shepherd's Bush and Kensington Olympia, and then I think it would go down the Great Western near Acton main line, and then join the normal route from Reading onwards, so through Oxford, Banbury, and Leamington to Birmingham. I think that was cut because it's just much more convenient to change in London. So speed is slowly getting up to 90. Still 8 and another 12. And hopefully it won't do another Widdens with Hassocks. So Hassocks is in about a mile. So I'll put speed set there. Stop braking, I'd say about now. You mean the Manchester to Brighton or Brighton to Manchester, the same thing? Yeah, it's like on Brighton to Birmingham. I guess that would be extended to Manchester. We're not watching Hassocks. Yeah, stopping right at the end because this is 12 coaches. So it's like train from Bedford to Brighton. So at Hassocks, I'm aiming to stop at the end of the platform. There's the 8 and 4 car stop sign, and 12 should be at the end. I think a driver in real life will come in a bit faster. And that's definitely what she said. Because we have no maturity. Arrival at Hassocks. So arrival into Hassocks at 9:06 and depart at 9:07. We are incredibly early. Why am I so early? Anyway, I guess we can use this time for screenshots. Like, get Maureen's frame. That one. Go to the end. Zoom in a bit more. go through the track. I can take this one. I can take this one with it looking out towards London. Every 37s I'd say are better than southern ones. But lucky I can get a Thameslink to St Pancras and walk to London King's Cross, or ride the Gatwick Express ones. Yeah, I've never been on a 387 because I don't live in London. Yeah, King's Cross and St Pancras are literally right next to each other, which is why the tube station is called King's Cross St Pancras. Just use 18 keys to speed up time. So the next stop will be Gatwick Airport. Oh, wrong one. So departing Essex, the speed limit is 90 miles an hour, and you'll have about 17 miles to Gatwick Airport. You don't have to live near London to ride 387s. Yeah, because 387s only operate as far north as either Peterborough or Kings Lynn, and I live way further north than that. I think the furthest north a 387 has ever been to is Crewe, where it was in a test run. Yeah, because if you go to Google and you search Class 387 and you go to Wikipedia page, it shows a 387 in Crewe and a test run, and I think that's the furthest north it's ever been. Yeah, Electrostars really do have insanely good acceleration because we're already at 90 miles an hour. So the next station we'll pass through will be Burgess Hill, where we will join the line from, I think it's Lewes, at Kima Junction. So the passenger view. Yeah, you got the Gatwick Express Red. This is Burgess Hill Station. I think the only time I've ever been on the Gatwick Express is from Clapham Junction to Victoria. It was like December 2015. I think the line between East Croydon and Gatwick is closed, so you only had trains running between East Croydon and Victoria and London Victoria to East Grinstead. So what happened was I went from Waterloo to Clapham Junction and then into Victoria. So when the train came into Victoria, Clapham, a pair of 442s came in. I mean, it kind of makes sense. The Gatwick Express and Southern are both owned by the same company. But it must be weird seeing a 442 stop in Clapham. Yeah, I think the only 377 I've been on is the 377-2 between, I think it was Farringdon and, no, 377-5 because of 2015. So between Farringdon and Blackfriars, and a few years before between, I think it was Clapham Junction to Watford. Yeah, because it was only because it was a 377-2 on the West London line, it was absolutely packed. So we're now approaching Haywards Heath. The 377 from Victoria to Brighton. And the one from Eastbourne and Littlehampton to Victoria, where they join here. What's the funniest train moment you've seen? I think one time I was getting the train from Victoria to Rochdale on a pace. I think it was 144 on the front and a 142 on the rear. I think we're in Castleton, so someone got stuck in the toilet, and the train had to stay in Castleton for a bit to let someone out. What also happened was, I think last November, so November 2019, the train decided to break down in Smealy Bridge. So I was just sat in Victoria for about 40 minutes on 158. I think it was also the same time there was a spider in the coach, just crawling around all over the place. Another Gatwick Express from Gatwick Airport to Lovers Walk, 5 Delta 36. So after Haywards Heath is Balcombe. That proves Northern need to clean their trains more often. I don't think it has anything to do with Northern cleaning their trains, more like they need to fix their doors and the pacers. I think this was probably years and years and years ago, when the pacers were slightly younger. Even though I think by the 90s the pacers would have been falling apart anyway. Oh yeah, the spider moment. Yeah, spiders get everywhere. Yeah, it was one of those really small spiders, the small like yellow ones that just crawl around everywhere. So 8 miles to Gatwick. There was other time when I think it was a refurbished 158 last year. I think it was either early this year or last year. I was coming to Rochdale on the train and the POS decided to reset itself, and I saw 3 penguins. If you don't know what the penguins are, it's the logo for Linux. This is Balcombe Station. And if you don't know what Linux is, it's pretty much just another operating system. So then I learned that Northern's POS uses Linux. Next station is Three Bridges, where the line goes to quad track. I think when AP releases the 375, 377 EP, I think the first thing I'm going to do is make like a very quick first look video. So start the train in like Lovers Walk depot, then drive into Brighton, then explore kind of the features of the 375, 377 EP. Then after that I think I might do like a longer video from like Victoria to Brighton. Maybe like Watford Junction to Clapham. and then just edit the bits together in Wilson. Quack track. No, quad track, you know, 4 tracks. Quack track. Yeah, it sounds like a pun. It sounds like a pun for rail track if there were ducks. It's a bad pun. Quack track. Yeah, this is the quad track section and I'm speeding because I forgot I went down to 80. So, bring it down to 80, bring it back up to 90. Yeah, hopefully we should overtake some stuff. Overtake some stopping trains. Next station will be Three Bridges, where we join the line from Crawley and Horsham. So if you go here today, Three Bridges looks completely different because instead of having sidings, you now have the depot for the 700s. Yeah, I wonder if someone will actually update the Brighton main line to how it is today. I mean, I know the South London to Brighton has already been updated to the relatively modern track work, but someone really does need to put in the 700 depot. So line for the left joins from Horsham. I'm not worrying about the AP 375, 377 South Park now because we're looking forward to see the 275, 373, 7.5 back coming out on the right there. I think it's just the 375 and 377. I don't think AP is including the 387. What's my throat so dry? So next station will be Gatwick Airport. So 7 from Peterborough to Horsham. Yeah, I think all these 387s are just mocking like 700s. So Gatwick Airport in 1.5 miles. So we'll start braking for Gatwick about 0.75 miles from the station. So Gatwick Airport, platform number 4 from 9:22 to 9:24. The two was from Victoria to Horsham, one via Sutton and the other via Gatwick. Oh yeah, I have seen overtime trains from like West Croydon to Horsham. So at Gatwick Airport, I'm aiming to stop at the end of the platform, just like we're going to do at all these stations. So Bedford to Gatwick, Victoria to Oran Littlehampton. There's for a 3-car stop sign. 8 and 6. And at the end is 12. So this is Gatwick Airport. So depart here at 24, so we're going to be sat here for a bit longer. Screenshot time. Screenshot. The train doesn't even fit on the platform. So where's platform 7? I would need that angle to this angle on the platform. Put the camera a bit higher. Oh yeah. Where else can I take a cool screenshot? I can take one from up here. Oh, train from Gatwick and Reigate to Victoria. Three 777s, 375s and 357s have the best braking out of all the Electrostars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are all the Electrostars. About 53 bridges. Yeah, I think it should have pulled up a bit better. Oh yeah, there's 378s on the overground. And I think there's also like 376s, I think. The ones that look like 378s, but Southeastern. Class 3786. Oh yeah, and 379 as well. So 375, 376, 377, 378, 379. 357. Yeah, there's just too many. There's too many Electrostars. Speed up time. Speed up time. $290s. Yeah, they hate me for some reason. Okay, now it's fast to Victoria. So departing Gatwick Airport, the speed limit is 90 miles an hour, and we have 27 miles to London Victoria. 377 from Victoria to Brighton with 1 Alpha 08. On the Brighton main line, the only classes you get is either Electrostar or the 700s, and freight. That's it. But like on the West Coast main line, you get Pendles, the Voyager, 350, 377s, 319s, 156s, 158s, 195, 319s, 92s on the Cut-Line Sleeper. Yeah, the West Coast main line has a lot of variants. The Brighton main line, not so much. Also, Brighton main line, you also have 455s on stopping trains. This is Hawley Station. Next one is Salfords. Not to be confused with Manchester. Taking a quick look outside. Yeah, the Gatwick Express livery is just red with Gatwick Express written on it and a white stripe. So we have a driving vehicle with third rail shoes. We have a vehicle with a pantograph, which is facing the wrong way. Another Gatwick Express. Another intermediate coach, another driving vehicle. And then that's just repeated 3 times. Yeah, I think On Brighton trains, I have seen Thameslink trains go into Victoria during disruption. Yeah, but yeah, Thameslink don't normally go into Victoria. I think the last version was like London Victoria to Sevenoaks instead of going to Blackfriars. So which one do you prefer, a 442 on the Gatwick Express or a 387 on the Gatwick Express? I mean, I would prefer a 442 because I would prefer a 442 because it adds more variety to the BML. Yeah, Salford's one character can make a lot of difference, even though I've never heard anyone confuse Salford's with Salford. So that was Salford's. The next station is Earlswood, where the line towards Redhill comes off. And we go via the quarry line. Forty-twos are one of my favourite third rail trains. Yeah, they are pretty iconic with their design. I wonder what SWR is going to do with them, because I've heard they've had like reliability issues. This is Earlswood Station. The line to the left goes off towards Redhill, and the line going straight down is a quarry line, which is a faster route towards Purley. Quickly brake towards 80. Yeah, I think like train sim drivers mainly just forget that it's there and just assume it's 90 all the way towards East Croydon. How many tunnels are there between like how many tunnels are there between Waterloo and what's it called? Portsmouth. Bournemouth. Yeah, like how many tunnels are there between Waterloo and Bournemouth? There can't be that many. I know there's a few on the Portsmouth direct, but I don't think they go that way. The next station will be Purley Oaks, where we join the line from Caterham. Got to go on my so I'll see you tomorrow. Right, see you later. I don't know when the next stream is. Where? You know, I could do the next stream on YouTube, or I could do it on Twitch. If I do it on YouTube, I would have more interactivity. Don't know why I do it on Twitch. I've already done one stream on Twitch between Exeter and Bristol. It was fun, but I didn't really talk to anyone because I have no audience on Twitch. Victoria to Fratton. If I was going to Fratton, wouldn't it go to Portsmouth? Yeah, I hope it isn't all greens into London. It'd be more interesting if they were like double yellows or some adverse signals. Yeah, it's a nice interior. I like how you can go like 360. all around the passenger view. I can move seats. I forgot you could do that. How about the tunnel? Do a quick flyby or pass by. So today I've just spent, I spent some of today making a scenario in a 350 from Northampton to Victoria, no, Northampton to Houston, not Victoria. So it's pretty much just a stopping train between Northampton and Houston in a 350. You stop at every station between Northampton and Watford, and then it's fast into Houston. I should be able to record it tomorrow and then put it up also tomorrow. I also need to sort out my student finance for next year. So we should be coming up on Stokes Nest Junction, where trains joining from Redhill can go onto the fast lines, and vice versa. So around this corner should be Purley Oak Station. Oh no, Purley. Next station is Purley, where we join from Caterham. Thameslink from Cambridge to Brighton. So that train will start in Cambridge, go up the East Coast Main Line as far as Finsbury Park, go through the canal tunnels towards Blackfriars, and then join the normal Thameslink route to Brighton. 455 from Victoria to Reigate. No, that's not it. That's a 377. 455 to London Bridge. Yeah, the route does look a lot better with the AP track pack. If it didn't get as much stutter. I wonder how busy East Croydon will be. Because East Croydon is normally like gridlocked. Because they have trains coming from both Victoria and London Bridge. This is Purley Oaks. Speed limit is shortly going down to 60 miles an hour. Oh, the lag is too much. So gently bring our speed down to 60 miles an hour. I think it starts just after we pass through South Croydon. .277 to Littlehampton and Eastbourne. So how would that normally divide? Would the first 4 coaches go to Littlehampton and then the rear 8 would go to Eastbourne, or is it the other way around? This is South Croydon, where we join the line from East Grinstead. 455 going to Caterham and Tottenham Corner. Speed limit should also be going down to 45, then down to 30. There was a warning for 45 miles an hour. No, 30. 45. Was it 30? Both. Yeah, 45, 30, 45, 60. So we are now approaching East Croydon. Yes, it's a lot quieter than I thought it would be. So just passing through platform 1, so East Croydon, timetable through at 9:38 and it's now 9:36. So we are 2 minutes early. I wonder how often the Gatwick Express is early. Oh god, the stutter. So speed limit now going up to 45. Thameslink from Bedford to Three Bridges. I assume that we'll go via Red Hill and stop at more stations. So speed limit now 45, going up to 60. So we come round towards the left, towards Selhurst, and the line straight on goes to London Bridge. Yeah, I think the fastest we'll go between here and Victoria is 60. So I accelerate to 60 and then put on the speed set. Yeah, and Bedford for Thameslink trains. After you come out of London Bridge, then right towards Blackfriars, and then through Thameslink Court St Pancras, and then head north towards Bedford. Our speed limit's going up to 70 soon. If I could have access to my speed set. So accelerate up to 70. So that was Selhurst. Next one is Thornton Heath. Trains sound weird in lag. Because they're having the normal because instead of the 377 just sounding pretty normal, it sounded like a UFO taking off from the ground in lag. Yeah, that's why nobody likes lag. That's why nobody likes lag, it just ruins things. Next one, I think that's Thornton Heath. The next one is Norbury. Then the Gatwick Express to Gatwick, 1 Delta 36. Yeah, as I said earlier, there's just too many Electrostars. Why can't we have some diversity? Bit bumpy. This is Norbury Station. Oh, got a wheel. So it's not all greens into London. So just apply a gentle brake application to about 50-ish. too much stutter. So bring our speed down to about 50 until we get a green aspect. So we are now approaching Streatham Common, where the line towards Tulse Hill comes off. And then you can just wiggle your way around South London to, like, the London Bridge. Or like the other half of Victoria. Next station is Balham, where we join from Streatham Hill. So just cruise at a gentle 50 miles an hour, just so we don't end up reaching a danger aspect. So don't go too fast. So speed limit is now 60. Signal up ahead is clear, so accelerate up to 60 and then put on the speed set. So speed set. Speed set. There we go. So we get very close into Victoria. Just have to work through all the lag first. Yeah, they are pretty good routes. Even though I think a problem that Training Sim has always had is if you try to pass through like a massive depot, the frame rate just drops off a cliff. Like if you go from King's Cross to Peterborough, the slowest pass will be through Hornsey because it's so built up, and every line is electrified, which means Training Sim has to render each individual loft of electrification. But the routes you just mentioned are pretty good routes. So this is Balham. Next one is Wandsworth Common. So passing through Balham at 9:44. So we are a minute early. I think my favorite routes, this one, because it's just a nice drive. There's the Brighton main line. There's Liverpool to Manchester because I'm from Manchester. What else is there? East Coast Main Line London to Peterborough. The West Coast Main Line Missing Link because it's near where I live. What else do I like? Edinburgh to Glasgow is a good one. So Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh. Oh yeah, there will be a lot of lag as we go through Clapham because there's just so much stuff. .377 going out to Southampton and Bognor Regis. Yeah, I think we might have to sit outside Clapham while the train stops in the platform. So Clapham Junction passing through platform 12 at 9:48. So we are really early. So next signal is 0.23 miles away. So I can see it now. I've got the frame rate, it's gone. So I think the line from the left. I think that's the Portsmouth direct line from Portsmouth, and walking. So let's gently just crawl up to the danger aspect and wait for it to change. Put it up ahead. So center fire. Yeah, it's a southern train from Gatwick and Reigate to Victoria. So it's taken another hard now jumped up to a single yellow, which means we can continue into Clapham Junction. And the lag, there's just too much. Hopefully it won't get a dump. Oh, 444. Don't think the person who made this used the enhancement. That's from Portsmouth to Waterloo. Victoria to Reigate, Waterloo to Poole, London Bridge to Victoria. There's just so much happening. What's that 455 from? I know it's going to Waterloo. That 455 is from, you got London Bridge to Victoria, London Waterloo to London Waterloo, Dorking to Waterloo. So just cruise about 30 miles an hour until the next signal. Why is there a 456 here? Victoria to Epsom. Why did he use a 456? Waterloo to Guildford. I assume he's going the long way round. A 444. I assume that's just parked up in the train wash or something. I've got the lag. It's too much. There's so much stuff happening. My computer can't handle London. There's just so much. So yeah, coming up ahead, we go up and over towards the right. So we go up and over the lines out of Waterloo. Towards Battersea, we should also join up from the southeastern midline from Dover and Chatham and such. .387 from Victoria to Brighton. What's my FPS? 14. I'm getting 14 FPS. I think the next signal is a danger. No, it's yellow. So at London Victoria, we are due into platform 13. I think the Gatwick Express has like platforms 13 and 14 reserved for them. Just like how the Overground has platforms 9 and 10 reserved. Because I think they're the only ones with third rail. So in a few seconds we should be going over the lines out of Waterloo. So if you didn't know already, Waterloo is the biggest station in the UK with 24 platforms. I think there's more, like 27. There's 4, 5, 6 from London Bridge to Victoria. It's like if this is set in if this is set in 2019. Why did he use Southern 456s? They should all be with Southwestern Railway. 377 to Orr and Littlehampton. Oh, it's green. Cool. Oh. We triple 456. This is Battersea Park. I sound like a tall guy. So we will shortly be crossing over the River Thames. There's also a danger aspect up ahead. Now crossing over the River Thames. So we are now crossing over into North London. Yeah, Victoria, King's Cross and Waterloo are very busy stations because it's London, because we're all in the middle of London. And I have been to them all in real life. I think what a cool idea would be was instead of going from like Manchester to London to get to London, I could get like a train from Rochdale to Leeds and Leeds to King's Cross and then Zuma. Just for a change of scenery. So instead of going down the west coast of the UK, you could go down the east coast. I think the fare is also cheaper than the east coast. So 375 from Ramsgate and Dover to Victoria. The other station I've been on there is Euston. I usually pass through Victoria, King's Cross and St Pancras tube stations. Which line is that? Euston to... Is that the Circle line, I think? Because out of Euston you can go from Euston Square towards King's Cross, I think. Yeah, I don't know the two that well. I would know if I had a map. So speed limit is now 20 miles an hour as we approach London Victoria. So arrival into London Victoria at 9:54. So we are 2 minutes early. Cool. And look at that, it took about exactly an hour. Almost. What happened here? That's just weird. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not right. comfortable arrival. Yeah, the frame rate should be a lot better because there's literally nothing else to load. So at London Victoria, I'm aiming to stop at the buffer stops. So this is London Victoria where the stream ends. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed me taking the 387 trio into London. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next stream. I don't know when that is, but maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday I might do some City Skylines. I don't press emergency. Which class 455 do you prefer, the PDL version or the Thompson version? I have both the PDL and Thompson, but I haven't driven the PDL yet. So I have no answer until I drive the PDL one. Maybe I could enter that some other time. So this is London Victoria. So thank you for watching, and thank you for tuning in for the stream, and I'll see you next time, whenever that will be.